Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat knows exactly what it takes to at least make it to the NBA Finals. In recent years, they have had one Finals appearance, and last season, they were one game away from making it to the championship series. So what do they need to do? Where do they need to be? One, they do need to make a trade. They need to improve the roster or within themselves. And I really like the moves that they've made this offseason. They were able to re-sign Caleb Martin, Victor Oladipo, Dwayne Dedmon, and now they have Nikola Jovic, who in a Summer League game just scored 25 points a few days ago. So things will be well in Miami. But is it enough to get it to the NBA Finals, to actually win a title under Pat Riley before he retires? That's the real questions that the Miami Heat desperately need an answer to. Now, last season, Jimmy Butler was the main attraction, and he averaged 21.4 points, 5.9 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 1.65 steals per game, while shooting 48% from the field and a pretty bad 23.3% from three-point range clip. But he was able to have 455 free throw attempts and shoot 87% from the free throw line, so he kinda made up for it in certain ways. He's really an ideal Miami Heat player because at the end of the day, he doesn't have to impact the game in just scoring or even assisting or rebounding the basketball. His leadership is top tier, but to get where they want to be, they need another all-star scorer, and that player might be either Donovan Mitchell or Kevin Durant. I know a lot of you guys say that we need a big man, but we can either sign a young guy or at least implement Omer Yurtseven in our system. Give him some more playing time. Maybe that's what he needs. But you guys tell me what you think about that in the comment section. Moving on, we're here to talk specifically about Donovan Mitchell. According to ESPN, there's an article titled, "Sources, Utah Jazz Now Willing to Listen to Donovan Mitchell Trade Scenarios," per Adrian Wojnarowski, and in this article it states, after the Utah Jazz earlier shut down inquiries about All-Star guard Donovan Mitchell, rival teams say that they are now showing a willingness to listen on possible trade scenarios. The asking price appears to be steep, but in the wake of Utah's recent Rudy Gobert blockbuster deal to Minnesota, the Jazz are no longer simply dismissing calls on Mitchell. Jazz general manager alluded to the possibility during a news conference on Saturday when asked whether Mitchell was considered untouchable in trade discussions. He stated, "Change is inevitable in the NBA. I'm not trying to be cryptic or anything else, but Donovan is on our roster and he's a very, very important part of what we're trying to do. Things evolve in the NBA, so I couldn't sit here and say anybody is untouchable. We're trying to build a championship team, but there's no intent to trade Mitchell at all." Last and not least, it states that the Jazz are open to trades across the entire roster too, but Mitchell is certainly the organization's most valuable and coveted player. Mitchell, 25, has averaged 23.9 points and 4.5 assists per game during his 5th-year career with the Jazz. To me, you guys, this just screams trouble for Utah, just off the fact that they already got rid of Rudy Gobert, and the players that you got in return, I'm not saying that they're bad players, but they don't scream trying to get to the next level. They're great defensive guys. Most importantly, you ended up getting massive draft compensation, and whenever you do that, that just screams rebuild. I've never seen a team trade away one of their star players, get a lot of draft compensation, and expect to get to the next level. It just doesn't happen, and that is the most interesting part about what I'm about to say next. According to CBS Sports, there is another article that just has been released titled "Kevin Durant Trade Rumors, Heat Most Determined to Acquire Star, Raptors Won't Deal Scotty Barnes per report." And in this article it states, it's been almost 2 weeks since Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant requested a trade, sending shockwaves across the league and forcing teams to scramble in the wee hours of free agency. Durant listed the Phoenix Suns and Miami Heat as his preferred destinations, but the Nets haven't received any trade offers they find worthy of Durant's stature. But while no adequate trade offers have surfaced, Wojnarowski reports that the Heat have been the most determined team in trying to acquire the former league MVP. It also states that it won't be easy for the Heat to pull off a Durant trade. A deal for KD would almost certainly have to involve sending star big man Bam Adebayo to the Nets. However, due to the designated rookie rule, teams cannot trade for a player on a designated rookie deal while already rostering players that acquired on such contracts. As we all know, you guys, this just means that we can't trade Bam Adebayo to get Kevin Durant while Ben Simmons is on the roster, and we know that Tyler Herro and some draft picks can't be traded straight up for Kevin Durant. They need to match salaries. They need to at least get a third or fourth team required to make a deal happen, and that's where the Utah Jazz come in. Maybe we can try to make a deal for Kevin Durant and Donovan Mitchell, or we can at least take away some of those building blocks like Jordan Clarkson or Mike Conley to at least boost our playmaking in the playoffs. That's something that we will need alongside Kevin Durant. In my opinion, I believe they need to find a suitor for Duncan Robinson and be able to take on a bad contract, just off the fact that the money will be able to work, and at the same time, you will be doing another team a favor because that third or fourth team will be almost guaranteeing the Miami Heat a trip to the NBA Finals. So why not just go after something like that? Whenever it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets, the Nets, they are willing to take Russell Westbrook for Kyrie Irving, but they want them to take away the bad contract of Joe Harris. And the Miami Heat might just need to follow suit in a potential 3 or 4 team deal. Now, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think that the Miami Heat should go after Kevin Durant, or should they go after Donovan Mitchell? Honestly, you guys, if it was up to me, it'll be based on what you want. If you want to win exactly now, then go after Kevin Durant. If you want to win 3 championships at least in the next 2 to 6 years, then go after Donovan Mitchell. You'll just have to pick your poison with that. Now, I do have 2 questions, you guys, but first, make sure you follow me on both of my Instagram pages. Once I reach 1,100 followers, I will be giving away an NBA jersey of your choice, and make sure you follow my main ScottyIce channel. I'll be putting up some new content within the next few days, and it's something that you don't want to miss. Now, the questions that I have for today is 1, do you think that the Miami Heat, without a trade of either Kevin Durant or Donovan Mitchell, can still make it to the NBA Finals? In my opinion, I believe that they still have a chance, just off the fact that even though PJ Tucker is gone, they've shown that a lot of their younger guys can step up in key moments. We'll be able to see a little bit more of Omer Yurtseven, and maybe he will develop tremendously during this offseason. You just never know. But we've been able to re-sign Victor Oladipo, and I know he'll have a great impact during this regular season if he remains healthy. But the second question that I have for today is really the most important question of the entire NBA offseason. But it's how long do you think that Kevin Durant has left in the league? He is 33 years old, and he turns 34 on September 29th this year. So he'll be 34 before the beginning of the season. I mean, he's not LeBron James, but how long can he extend his game? That's the most important thing that the Miami Heat need to ask themselves before trading for Kevin Durant. Now, I appreciate all you guys loving your support. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. You already know I'm constantly giving you Miami Heat content, so why not? But I appreciate all you guys loving your support, and as always, this your boy ScottyIce, aka Baby Bron, and you already know, I'm out.